going on, everyone? What is going on? How is everyone doing? Alexander, good to see you again. Good to see you again, brother. It's Friday. Happy Friday. We are so excited. So excited for Friday. Right? I have work today, bro. We are so cooked. I have work today. Let me go play my music in the background. And it just muted again. There we go. So, yeah. I have work today, so... You know, it's kind of like, you know... You want to have a good day, you're excited, it's Friday, but then you realize you work Friday nights, so, like, what's the point? Friday's fake. It's not even real. Huzzlocke. Pokémon Platinum. Hardcore Huzzlocke, bro. Pokémon Platinum. Yo, what's up, Golden Moonlight? How you doing? Good to see you, Flyboy. I mean, some ribs, homemade fries after cleaning the house. I'm assuming that's ribs, not rips, but some homemade fries, too. Dang. Hey, you had a productive Friday. Oh, my goodness.
Barius sent 1 USD. Hello, Flyboy. Thank you for taking the time to stream. It's been a rough week. I can't really say publicly what I am going through, but let's just say it is already a bad situation that is worse due to outside factors. Your streams make my days better. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Barius. Thank you. It's been rough this week for my family too. I can't say much either, but thank you, Barius. I like being here, playing some Pokemon, catching up with you guys. It's good. Thank you for the super chat, Barius. I hope things work out for you, bro. Gonna have to chill in the super chats. Hey, don't worry about it. Look, I'm not forcing you. If you don't want a super chat, or if you can't even, like, heaven forbid, like, you can't either. It's all okay. It's all okay. I won't take it personal. But I love you, Barius. Glad to see you here, bro. In the Twitch chat. All alone in the Twitch chat. Isn't that how it usually goes? But yeah. No, dude, I totally get it, dude. Money's tight. Money's tight for everyone right now, so don't blame me at all, brother. Well, while we're here, we should get started, right? Homemade fries, by the way, Golden Moonlight. Some of the best. My dad makes some of the best. There's nothing like it. Nothing like it. Not even McDonald's competes, okay? Not even McDonald's competes with some homemade fries. I'll tell you that much. But we're back. Now, if you guys weren't here last time, maybe you missed last episode. Oh, Barius. No, you're my slave, okay? You're my slave. It's okay. I would never call you a cash cow. I'd call you a beautiful slave, okay? My favorite one. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Love you, bro. Today, though. Today. It was, if you missed last episode, you might be confused. Hey, I thought we got to, like, at least the 5th gym. Yeah. No. All our progress is gone. All our progress is gone. Literally all of it's gone. It's all gone. Because of a stupid Heracross. A little bitch called Barry pulled up with a Heracross and it whooped my whole team. So, we got Usha, Erica, and Kirkwig as per usual, okay? Speaking of slaves, Kirkwig, our beautiful slave. And, we have another member. Because of a Heracross that whooped my team, we thought it was a good idea to get a flying type. So, we used our first ever Hear Me Out clause. And I guess we're just banging birds now. Birds are in, bro. Birds are in. Google Nautilus. Thank you, Barius. Thank you, Barius. The Huzzlocke rules. People must know. They must know. Google Nautilus. Let's see what that is. Nautilus. Isn't that like a snail or something? Or a sea snail? Or is it a sea slug? Sails like a vessel. Those look weird. Kind of looks like Amistar low-key. Yo, what's up, Angry Dad Gamer? What's up? What's up? Good to see ya. I would let Koraidon eat Barry. Dude, I'd let a lot of things eat Barry. I would let Barry die. Like, if I saw Barry... Like, if Barry was hanging off the edge of a cliff, right? And it was up to me to save him. Like, I was the only one who could save him. I'd just let him fall, dude. I would laugh in his face and let him fall. Straight up. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The crap I've gone through. the crap I've gone through. Brother. Oh, that's good. Yo, Mr. Cool Hat, how you doing, bro? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. We're back. We're back with some more Pokemon Platinum, of course. What would it be without some Pokemon Platinum? Back doing a Huzzlocke. Everyone's favorite. Catch and hose, you know, the standard. Speaking of catch and hose, we got one more we can grab up north. We'll go do that. Nautilus is a mollusk. It's been around for 500 million years. A mollusk. I kept saying sea slug or sea snail. No, it's a mollusk. That makes sense. Yo! Yo!
Benjamin Netanyahu sent $1 USD. Oh, Barry destroyed your team? I was the one that gifted him that Heracross, a gift from the glorious Church of Israel.
You bastard! The state of Israel will not get away with this, dude. No, but did you guys know, speaking of Benjamin Netanyahu giving Barry Heracross, did you guys know Barry's name in the Spanish translation of Pokemon Platinum is Israel? Coincidence? Coincidence? Did you know that? Did you know that? If you don't believe me, go look it up. Barry's Spanish name in the Spanish translation of Pokemon Platinum is Israel. I will say no more. Coincidence? And Benjamin Netanyahu just so happened to give him his little Heracross, huh? Yeah. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Didn't think so. Unova is peak, by the way. Unova is peak. Otis isn't here. Shh. Otis isn't here. It's actually peak. It's peak. How am I going to lower the damage on this? I got a timid Erica. Oh, no, not Kirk. I can't use... This doesn't count. I didn't actually use Kirkwick, okay? It doesn't count, bro. It's facts. Heracross was Lucario before Lucario was even a Pokemon. Also, be careful. Heracross can learn Shadow Claw. If you're going to have any Psychic types, be careful. Yeah. Heracross is really freaking good. So, we'll throw a Pokeball, then we'll use Tackle. So, yeah. Heracross is amazing. We know that firsthand now. So, yeah, see, Barrius, I'm just saying, not a coincidence. I don't know Spanish, okay? Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You don't need to know Spanish to know Barry is an agent of Israel. It'll be an in and out stream. No, it's okay. Barrius, again, I won't take it personal, okay? It's okay. I love you, bro. I love you. I will not take it personal. It's okay. What Pokemon do you hate? Now, that's a good question, because I'm a hater. As you all know, I'm a tier 1 hater. Let's see here. Right now, Heracross is on my nerves. Definitely Heracross is up there. It hasn't always been, because I think Heracross is a solid Pokemon. But if I had to say Pokemon I hate, I'm going to be honest. One that I just do not like how it looks at all. Goldango, bro. Goldango. Probably one of the few where I just look at it and go, that should not be in my video game. That should not be in my Pokemon game. It just looks off. It looks off to me. So, probably that. Ones that I just have a vendetta against. Toxapex, Ferrothorn, and, yeah, Toxapex and Ferrothorn. Those two got to be up there just because of stall teams. You remember those back in the day, bro? Yo! Kieran the Frozen, how you doing? Long time no see. It's good to see you, brother. Good to see ya. Honestly, great to see ya. We're just chilling, doing some more Huzzlocke stuff. So, it's a hardcore Huzzlocke, so... No items in battle, set mode. Just getting our team up. This is our, as you can see in the top, 5th attempt. So, we've been doing this a lot. We've been doing this a lot. So, yeah. Yes, Barry. It's all good, brother. Making my brief YouTube appearance for today. Please consider hyping the stream when the VOD is out. Hype might not be available immediately, but it supports them in the algorithm. Yeah, I don't know what hype is on YouTube. Maybe I should look into that because I am a YouTuber. I don't know what hype is. If someone knows, definitely let me know. But yeah, if hyping helps the channel, let's do it, dude. We need Flyboy around for a long time, okay? You know, even when I become a boring accountant, okay? Even when I become a boring accountant, Alexander, you brought up... See, Alexander, I hate Fluttermane so much, I just prefer not to think about it. I try not to think about it. And I'm reminded quite often. That's good to hear, Kieran. Good to hear, bro. Good to hear. Yeah, it's been a little rough for me lately, but we're chilling. We're just doing some Pokemon. We're doing some Pokemon. Can't go wrong with some Pokemon. You just know you can't go wrong with some Pokemon. Yeah, Eterna City. So here's the good news. We'll get Lot Bunny soon, so that's good. I guess. So we'll get out of here, bro. But yeah. I hate Chansey because of Gen 4's HP barcoded to real-time seconds. No, that's facts, dude. Gen 4 having the HP depletion. If you guys don't know, the HP depletion was tied to frame rate. This game runs at 30 frames per second. So what would happen is it did 1 HP equaled like what? It was 1/30th of a second technically. So yeah, if you had like 400 HP, it would take however long that comes out to. So yeah, Chansey, Blissey, they were menaces in these games because of that. Hype points are basically a new thing that boosts supports in the system and stuff. I don't know the specifics, but it recommends it to more people and such. No, definitely. If you guys have the opportunity to just hype my channel, do it, bro. That would actually mean the world to me. Like, I love you guys. But yeah, definitely do that. And, you know, who knows? Maybe if I'm able to become unemployed one day, we'll get more content, you know? So, that'll always be good. Hype is only available on mobile. Okay, so all y'all on your phones. But you're playing games on your phone. I'm not playing on my phone. I'm taking care of business. Anyways, take care of business on your phones. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me be careful here. Isn't it Glammeow or something? Ashton's a good. Ashton, Intimidate, just a great lead. Just a great all-around lead. I'll tell you that much. Also, I forgot, since you're playing Gen 4, until Generation 6, Steel is resistant to Ghost in the Dark. It's true. Really good for the Steel type. I'll tell you what. People want to talk about how Dragon was nerfed, right? Dragon types were nerfed because of the Fairy type introduction. People forget that alongside the Fairy introduction, this was heartbreaking at the time as a young little 12-year-old. As well as introducing the Fairy type, Game Freak made Steel types not resist Dark and Ghost anymore. And so obviously that just makes Steel types worse. It gave Aggron 2 less resistances. The Wall got 2 less resistances, like he didn't have enough weaknesses already. But my goat, Metagross suffered the most because he gained 2 weaknesses. And that's ridiculous. That's unfair. That's just not okay. Not okay. So, yep. Chansey lost Minimize in Gen 9. Good, in my opinion, honestly. I mean, it's great. Like, Gen 3, Blissey with Minimize. I don't know. Actually, I don't think you're allowed to minimize spam in OU. But in general, you know. Chansey with Minimize is just criminal, honestly. Let me update my little team. Gotta add Applejack in there. Boom. And, oh, actually, I gotta just get rid of Charlie Kirk. Not like that. Not like that. I just mean over here. Boom. On my little thing. But yeah. Fun fact, a group of ferrets are called a business. Yo! I'm taking care of business. The ferret adoption center, when you call them, I'm taking care of business. How dare you screech me, brother? How dare you? And use pound on the wrong Pokemon. What are we doing? What are we doing, Piplup? Lock in. Lock in, pal. I really love Steel resisting Dark and Ghost. No, me too. I loved it. It's honestly a tragedy. Sometimes Game Freak can't get out of their own way. You know what I mean? Like, let me move that over. Like, I think Steel should be, like, you could nerf Steel, you know, by maybe, I don't know. Did you have to nerf Steel? I mean, they did make it good against Fairy. But I'd prefer Steel to just be neutral against Fairy if it gained back those resistances. Because Steel's more of a defensive type anyways. Same with Rongzong, the GOAT. Dude, Rongzong lost. It took him 2 generations. At least Metagross got to absolutely own Gen 3. Own it. One of the best offensive powerhouses in Gen 3. Meteor Mash spam, Choice Band, throw out an explosion once in a while. But man, Bronzong just got the short end of the stick the whole time. He got shafted so much. He gained 2 weaknesses, dude. Yeah, he has Levitate or Fire. You're not going to use Flame Proof, I don't think. But, like, seriously, bro. Fairy type made poison types better. It's true. I just feel like Fairy type, if you really wanted to balance Fairies, Fire is a very offensive type anyways. Make it weak. Make Fairy weak to Fire. Don't make Fire resist Fairy. On the inverse, you know, Steel doesn't have to be super effective against Fairies. Like, you can give it its resistances back. You know what I mean? They tried way too hard to balance it, and it's like, guys, what are we doing? I'm actually not opposed to the Fairy type's existence. I know I'm an Unk, but I don't think it's inoffensive. But, like, seriously, bruh? Yeah. Really random question, but have you ever had to sell car parts? Trying to think. I bought a lot of car parts. Let me see here. Yeah, no, I have. So, on my GMC Yukon, I had a little brush guard. And I just sold it on Facebook Marketplace. Got me like 100 and something, $120 or something, $150, something like that. But yeah, Facebook Marketplace, definitely the way to go for selling car parts. Like wheels, some of the big stuff, right? Wheels, brush guards, body panels. But some of the smaller stuff, like I resold one of my old radios on my car because I swapped it out. I did that on eBay. It's pretty good. As long as you can confirm for sure it's in 100% condition, 100% good condition, you'll be fine. I've sold some BMW badges I had left over, like the little emblems. About the most I sold. Any part I take off, like I just replaced the suspension in my BMW and the old suspension was shot. So I didn't sell that. As long as it's in good condition, I've sold it. But yeah, I've done that before. Hisuian Arcanine's better than Arcanine? The slander's unreal. Really? Arcanine's the GOAT. I was just talking to my friend about this the other day. My Arcanine and my Black 2 run with Outrage, Wild Charge, Flare Blitz, and Extreme Speed. That's just Aura. That's the most awesome freaking moveset ever, dude. Serious? And many myths, Fae are weak to Iron/Silver. Okay. No, actually, okay, I understand that now. That makes sense, because you're talking about, like, those Irish, Gaelic, those older European myths. No, actually, never mind. Maybe I'll come around. Maybe I'm coming around to it, okay? Maybe I don't hate it as much. I just feel like Steel got nerfed too hard, bro. I'd make Grass resist Fairy since they'd have a connection to nature. You know what? That's a good move, too. Because Fairy does need to be nerfed, ironically. At least he got Body Press in Gen 8, one of the best moves ever made. Is that what Bronzong got in Gen 8? Maybe he might be worth something now. Maybe, bro. Was Charlie Kirk like 9/11 for Utah? I'll tell you what. I was in a class. I'm in business school at BYU. I was in class when it happened. Genuinely, it did feel surreal. It was real. It's just hard to explain how you feel in the moment. Like, you see the video, like, people are in class, but people are on their phones and they're checking around. It's scary, dude, because UVU's right down the street. I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, the school that Charlie Kirk got killed at is like a 10-minute drive from BYU. It felt really weird. And the fact that it was, like, far enough away to where our school didn't really shut down and it really wasn't on high alert, but you still were feeling the effects from it, like, socially, it was a very weird experience, bro. Remember last stream where I told you Mega Dragonite became a special attacker and is strong using Hurricane because of the Battle Sim ZA, there's no accuracy, only cooldown? Oh, no accuracy check. No, that changes the apparatus. That changes it. Now I'm thinking Hurricane Dragonite's goated. Because Hurricane, the only thing that sucks about Hurricane is how inaccurate it is, bro. If you were a gym leader, you would specialize in Steel. Hey, I mean, I like Steel. I don't mind that, dude. I wouldn't mind taking a Steel type. Otis Lamar, the name of your color changed on my little app thing. Now it's more of a salmon rather than a pink. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. The Fly Gang's here, bro. Otis with a new PFP. Who is he? Oh, I can't see profile pictures. I can just see names on my thing, so. Is Hisuian Arcanine worse defensively? Yes, but it gets stabbed on another type. Yeah, but, like, yeah, I know. It's cool. I don't hate it. Like, I like it. It has a cool design. I'm sure the moves are dope. But, like, base Arcanine's one of the all-time greats. One of the all-time greats. Can I get an item in here? I can't remember, bro. Yeah. Dude, Arcanine's just awesome. That moveset, I'm not gonna lie. Outrage, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge. You have to wait. Because you have to have Growl until, like, level 43 or something. But when you get all those moves all at once, it's fire, bro. Alex said my PFP looked like a high schooler, so I had to change it. He did. I remember that, actually. I remember that. It's just a baby filter, right? Snapchat. The reason why fire resists fairies, remember, fairies are often considered nature. Creatures that are tied to it. So if you damage nature, you hurt them as well. So that's also why they're weak to poison. Yeah, I could see that. Like, I understand why it's weak to those two. But, like, it's not weak to fire. It just fire resists it. You know what I mean? As I think I understand, like, mythologically, like, ontologically, is that the right word? It makes sense. It makes sense why fairies weak to and resist certain things. For me, I think it just absolutely crippled a lot of types. And it's kind of, like, unfortunate, the side effects of that. So, that's what I think, bro. Oh, yeah, the Fly Gang Discord and the Twitch chat. Thank you, Barrius. The only game that Electros has a weakness is EA. Oh, no abilities. Dude, Electros got nerfed. No ability. That's why I'm going to be honest. Abilities, like, I love Generation 1 and 2. Abilities in Gen 3 were a game changer. Absolute game changer. 100%, dude. Because now in ZA, everyone's experiencing it again. No abilities. It's like, dude. Sometimes the ability makes and breaks the Pokemon. I'm sure. Well, now Archeops has to be goated, right? Archeops has to be goated now. Because there's no abilities. Unless it's not in the game, bro. The Discord link only works on Twitch. Shaking my head, bruh. I gotta add that to the description. That's on me. Oh my gosh. I'm a horrible... If you guys can't tell, I'm such a horrible YouTuber and streamer. Like, I'm just so disorganized. I mean, I do have my archival system down really well. You know what I mean? I got hard drives and stuff. But, like, marketing, all this other stuff, I'm just so bad at it. I just want to... When I want to stream, I just want to sit down and stream. When I want to make videos, I just want to sit down and edit. I don't want to spend all the time thinking about advertising them. It's ridiculous. But that's the thing is I'll never grow if I don't do that stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm stuck in a rock between a rock and a hard place. I want to maintain the artistic integrity and just do what I want. But at the same time, I'll never grow if I don't actually learn about, what is it? Search engine optimization or whatever. And like doing shorts. Like I'll get short stints of wanting to do shorts, but yeah, it's something else, you know. Let's see. Can we avoid this battle? Yes, we can. What's this item over here? Bullet Seed. Probably not useful, but it's okay. Hisuian Arcanine can use Rock Head, a Head Smash, and... Okay, so maybe... He's got some aura too, okay? But Outrage and Wild Charge. Like, come on. Like, come on. Come on. You gotta like it. You gotta like it. I hate that Fairy resists bugs. Bug didn't... Yeah, that's crazy, actually. Is that true? Is that true? I don't think I remember seeing that. No, it is, but... What are we doing, Game Freak? Fairy... I think Dark... I know fighting types and dragon types became super centralizing around Gen 5. I know that. I know, you know, if it wasn't a weather team, you would be using those types. But, like, you know, it's just Fairy, I think it did a lot more damage than it needed to. I think Fairy's a good addition to the game. I think it fits thematically in Pokemon. But it caused more damage than it helped. And Bug did not need another nerf, bro. But it's... Dude, Barry B. Benson, though. He's still locked in. He's still locked in. Let's get our berries over here. Dude, did I not pick these up last time I faced Mars? Interesting. I don't know if I picked these up when I picked Mars, bro. Archeops has never been in a Legends game. Missed opportunity, bro. Put in the description or 10 lashings. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! I wonder if I could update the description while I'm live. Is that something I can do? Stream settings. Edit. Oh, I can. Hold on, Barius. Hold on. Open link in new window. Invite. Boom. And my computer's frozen. Oh. Okay. Dude. My ground control's cooked. Discord. Hold on. Donate with TTS. Discord. Boom. Fly Gang. Discord. Boom. Okay. I updated it, but now my chat's cooked. I can't see chat. I can't see chat, bro. hold on. Make Fairy weak to Bug and Fire. I agree. That would actually help a lot. Day 1 of the Pokemon European International Championship happened today. Oh, nice. What happened there? Is that for VGC? I assume so. That would be Aura. No, facts though. Yeah, I agree. No, I'm with you guys. Like what is going on with... Dude, my computer's tweaking out. I'm about to crash out. Okay. I don't know if I can see Twitch chat anymore. No, but I agree, dude. Fairy type became the most busted type. Trying to stop Dragon from being the most busted type. Like, I'm going to be honest. Gen 5, Dragons were centralizing. Yeah, see the Discord's in the description, Barrius. There we go. Like, Dragons were kind of centralizing, but at the same time, it was the Weather Wars in Gen 5. You could have made Weather temporary 5 turns. It would have fixed a lot of the problems with Gen 5's meta. And, like, I don't know. Buff Ice, you know? Buff Ice. Why did it take till, like, Gen 9 to buff Ice? Really? Gen 9? So, yeah. I'm on board with making Fairy a weaker type, bro. Yo. Yeah, I do agree that the other person said Fairy should resist grass since it was set. Like it was said, they're tied to connected nature. That's exactly like when you think of Pokemon types, when like an element like resists itself. Like, of course, water is going to resist water, right? Like, it just kind of makes sense in your head. But it's like, why doesn't grass resist Fairy? And grass could use another resistance. Let's be honest, okay? It is VGC, okay. I can't join Discord. I don't know my password and never linked my email. Dude, Otis, I had to make a whole Discord for this, just for this. Because I don't use Discord. And it sucks. Dude. Discord is horrible, but we have a Discord. No, that's not saying don't join the Discord. I'm just saying Discord as a service. We got Pearly back, bro. Pearly, well, we got to catch her first, but Pearly, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Otis, got to lock in, bro. It's okay, though. I love you. It's okay. It's okay. It was Draco Meteor spam. Yeah, that is true. Choice Specs Draco Meteor was a menace. It was a menace. Yeah. I love Weather, too, dude. I'm a Gen 3 head, okay? So, maybe I don't love Weather, but I love Sand. I just love it. I don't know how you could play Gen 3 and not love Sand. That's just kind of, that's the whole game, you know? If you don't have an item for a Pokemon, you give it leftovers just to counteract the Sand. Like, that's just Gen 3. But, yeah, the Choice Specs Draco Meteor spam was something else. Even in Gen 4, that was a problem. Latios, bruh. Latios was a menace, dude. Menace. Still is in those gens. Yeah. What's horrible timing? Is that now in a month Discord's going to implement Face ID like Roblox? So Yo, the whole Face ID thing, I had to do that for YouTube. Not this channel. This channel, because it's monetized, I need to send in my, like my driver's license and stuff. But, like, my personal channel I watch stuff on, they had to, like, ID me. And I wasn't even watching, like, childish stuff. Like, if I was watching, like, you know, kids shows, I would get it. They'd be like, okay, are you a kid? Like, I'm watching, like, automotive and Pokemon YouTube. Like, obviously, I think I'm an adult. Maybe they think I'm an autistic child, but, like, which, no one say anything. I know, don't say it. I know I'm kind of like that, but still, you know. I don't know why. I don't like the Face ID thing, but you know what? What can you do? What can you do? Swift Swim, Life Orb, Kingdra. Good. I like that. You love to see old Pokemon flourish. Don't you guys love to see old Pokemon thug it out? Like, just, they push back the power creep. They're like, nope, I'm not going to let that affect me. Tyranitar, the GOAT. Hello. Hello. You just love to see it. Love to see it. He doesn't even need his Mega, bro. He's just goated. So, I absolutely love when Pokemon are like, I don't care. Pokemon are like, I don't care about power creep. Give me their head now. It's good. Give me head now, frankly. Honestly. You go for it. Just kidding. That's a joke. I wouldn't want head, okay? Also, thinking logically, they should have made ice resist grass and water, since ice is just frozen water. Yeah, ice not resisting water. Like, I understand the idea that water is a way to melt ice, you know? Inherently, water is at a higher temperature than ice. You know what I mean? Because it's above 32. But a lot of... Why don't I have Leech Seed yet? But I think some types could use a little bit more resistances, okay? I know some people might say that that could affect... like, affect balance and stuff. And maybe make the game too centralized on the rock, paper, scissors aspect. But I don't know, dude. But yeah. Ooh, flying or ground? No, ice resisting flying would be good. Because flying's a really good offensive stat. And that could, like, inherently nerf flying. Again, I don't know how a lot of these would play out. I'm sure some ROM hacks out there sort of get into it. But, yeah, I'm not sure how that would play out. Like, in a game or even competitive. Like, it could probably have large impacts on competitive. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Also, other developments. It turns out that not only is Fire, Red, and Leaf Green coming to the Switch 2, these could be a potential remix of the game. You know, honestly, I am Unk. I would prefer if they were just ports. Now, hear me out. I've been, dude, low-key on my burner on Twitter, I've been going off about this. But I think there is a value in ports that people seem to miss. What I mean by that is Otis Lamar has a point. Video games aren't art. I think he's mentioned that. Maybe I'm attributing this to someone else. Sorry if it wasn't you, Otis. But Otis Lamar has a point. I believe, in my heart of hearts, I believe video games are art. There's artistic elements to them. But if you look at it on a pragmatic and realistic standpoint, on what the consumer thinks about video games, they just so obviously aren't art. They are not treated like art. They just aren't. Think about old movies, right? The Godfather, 1976? Maybe I'm thinking about Taxi Driver. Godfather has to be in the 70s, right? Regardless, the movie was old, but if you go look on Amazon Prime right now to find a port of it to watch on your HD TV, it's full price. It's full price. Why? It's an older movie. It didn't use CGI. It didn't use advanced mixing techniques for the audio. Why is The Godfather still $17 on Amazon Prime Video like a new movie is? But it's because we as a people... Otis, don't get cocky. We as a people, as a consumer base, attribute intrinsic value to movies, to music, to books. We have a sort of price floor we're willing to pay for them purely out of an artistic standpoint. Yeah, books have become basically trivial to produce, but we'll still pay $15, $20, $30, $40 for them because we understand they have an intrinsic value. 1972 for The Godfather. Sorry, 4 years off. Maybe I was thinking Taxi Driver. That was 76. But video gamers, and we're the biggest culprits of it, because when a video game's 20 years old, we go, it inherently has less value and it should cost less. No one cares that The Godfather recouped all the cost it took to produce it within, like, I don't know, 3 hours. Had like a $6 million budget, but got like $250 million, $450 million at the box office. We still pay full price. But people will say, Fire Red Leaf Green was made 22 years ago. We shouldn't pay $30 for it. Because we don't see them as art. We don't. We don't think these games have intrinsic value. When we say a remake is a replacement, we are admitting that there's no value in these older games. And a lot of this now, to get onto why we probably think this way, I'm looking at, how video games almost intrinsically are tied to the technology that they're on, right? Like a Nintendo DS is an older technology, and so any DS game is old and outdated like the DS is, right? But I disagree. But that's how the world works. And so as long as people are going to be like, $30 is too much for a 22-year-old game. They're completely ignoring the content of the game. Fire Red and Leaf Green, in my opinion, especially when you compare it to newer games, are well worth the $30. Purely on an the experience you get from it. But, the consumer disagrees. And so video games in general will just never be considered art. Never will. At least not in the way movies, books, and music will. It just won't. Paintings are a different thing. We're getting into collectibles, and that's where video games actually kind of do retain value because of physical cartridges and stuff. But I'm not talking about physical cartridges. I'm talking about the experience, the software. It just won't be the same. It's okay. Anyways, I got my rant out of the way. Let me see what chat was saying. Also, hold on. Flying equals wind, and you blow on things to cool them off. Hey. I just think flying needs to take a little bit of a hit, okay? Flying's had it too good for too long. Hurricane's not enough. We must nerf it more. Just trolling. Dry ice. Freeze dry is an ice move that damages water types, and its distribution is limited. I know. I didn't use it on Biden in my shield playthrough. You know what I mean? I'm pissed off that I didn't use it. I'm sorry, guys. I let you guys down. Vanillix didn't get a fair shake. That's on me. I'm back on the job hunt, bro. Employment L. Dude, frick employment, dude. Worst part of my day every day is working. Is having a job. Let's see here. Who should I have out front? Maybe Erica. Let me level up Erica. I'm not risking anything. Usha, we're getting Luxio. It's chilling, bro. Yes, Otis, usually do have a point. I find Broken Worlds comforting. Is that Starset song, right? Am I thinking of the wrong thing? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. What was I gonna say? Bruh? I typically always have a bruh. Holy yap, shh, dude. Dude, don't even tell me. Don't tell me, bro. Don't tell me. Not a yapper, okay? I just wear my heart on my sleeve, okay? I wear my heart on my sleeve, okay? Is that so bad? Is that so wrong, Darius? Is that so wrong? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, what was I gonna say? What the frick was I gonna say? Video games, something about that. I thought I had another point, but I don't. Should ice just be immune to ice? What are you gonna do? Make ice colder? I think ice being neutral to ice is fine on a balancing level. You know what I mean? I think you could make a case that it should resist it or at least be immune to it. But I think on like a balance level, it should be fine. Freeze dry is a top 3 ice move simply due to hitting water types because water's so tanking. Dude, for real. Water, only 2 weaknesses. Freeze dry is like a nice little like suck it, bro. Suck it. Rock and ground should be combined and steel should be renamed to metal. Okay, that's controversial. Rock and ground being combined. I don't know what that would do. Genuinely. Like, what would that actually do? Dude. This is actually dangerous. Because don't we have to battle someone right after this? Okay, maybe I'm tweaking out too much. Erica will be fine. That's interesting. Wouldn't that nerf Tyranitar, though? My goat. Why did it survive on one? Hello? What the... What? Why? Just to get... This is... Pokemon knows. Pokemon just pisses you off, bro. They should have made Bug weak to poison. I don't know about that one, though. Because, like, bugs suck. And I would prefer them not to suck more. You know what I mean? Either tonight or tomorrow, I have to call the place to see if they're still hiring. Well, Barry, you know, we need money. So, if you need to work, I'd say go work, bro. Growing Worlds as in games. Oh, okay. Yo, Suicune Club. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Back on the Huzzlocke grind, bro. Back on the Huzzlocke grind. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. How do you feel about double battles? I think I've said this before. They're all right. They're all right. They're just all right. They're all right. I would never, like, we should outspeed the Zubat, right? Yeah, we're chilling. Single battles are more brain dead, so they fit me better. I believe Flyboy's got it this time. I don't know, bro. I lost all hope after that Heracross. I'm like, am I the worst Pokemon player of all time? All right, what do we got here? We're chilling. Erica's gonna thug it out. Erica, we love Erica. You got a W, Erica, bro. Non-native Pokemon are weak to ice. Non-native Pokemon. That was a good one, Barius. That was a good one. It took a second to register. That was pretty good, Barius. You know what? You get 10 less. You get 5 less lashes next time I'm mad at you, okay, Barius? Mitch says, Bug was weak to poison in Gen 1, but they changed it. Really hurt poison doing that, though. Yeah. But I feel like Bug and Poison should be like this, okay? Bug and Poison, they should be brothers. No more brother wars. You know, we need Poison to just be super effective to, like, I don't know, Psychic types? Fairy types? I mean, they are strong against Fairy types. Dark types? I don't know. Just make Poison better, straight up. Or make Poison resist more. I checked online for the location, so they were hiring, but the in-person poster said otherwise. Don't you hate that? Everything's so online, and every time you go into a place to get hired, they'll be like, oh, just fill out the online form. You go online, they have a form, but then in person it's wrong. It's like, if companies were actually, like, keeping their systems updated, maybe we'd have more faith in the online stuff. But every single job, right? It's like billions of applications now, so, like, going in person feels like the only move to get a job. Yeah, I forgot about that, which makes sense. There are poisonous bugs, but they still should have kept bugs' weakness to poison in the game. I don't know. I kind of like it. Sue me. Sue me. Bugs, maybe I like bug more than poison. Maybe that's just how it is, bro. Bro. Bug and poison go together like peanut butter and jelly or Flyboy and anti-freedom. Look. Otis. I hate freedom in Pokemon. But I'm an American, okay? I like guns. I like saying what I believe. So I like freedom. Just not in my Japanese pocket monsters, okay? Carry antidotes on you. I think I should totally do that because that was dangerous. We'll go do that now, actually. Thank you. Thank you, Alexander. Wait, sorry. I meant the opposite. The poster said they were hiring. Online said they weren't. Same diff, though. Same diff, bro. Yeah, just call them. Get a guarantee. Because it's the same bullcrap where they just don't tell you anything. It's like, okay, thanks. Paralyze heal. Awakening. Good. Burn heal. We don't need a ton because, like, we can't use them in battle. So they only really matter after battles. Super potions. Potions. Alright, we're chilling, bro. Bugs are kind of like nature's robots. For real, dude. The little worker drones. Get stuff done, bro. Get stuff done. And you believe we should have restrictions? We heard you, Otis. The slander will not stand. I don't care what I said. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I don't care what I said. I don't know what you heard. But I didn't mean it. At all. Alright, let's see. Okay. Yeah, dude, this battle, I kind of forgot what we're supposed to do here. I think we have a strategy, right? Like Luxio first because Zubat or something. Let's see. Dude, I had this in the bag. I've done this before. Let me go pull up her team. Pokemon Platinum. Huzzlocke tracker. Let's see. That's not it. Where is it? Not Diamond. Platinum. Okay. Misty, chill out. Chill out. You're okay. Lay down. Lay down, girl. Good girl. You're okay. No one's gonna hurt you. All right. What do we got? Zubat, Perugly. Okay. Level 15, level 17. Level 17 is the cap. We're going to level up to level 17. Yo! Hold on. Let me check. Let's see here. Dude, yesterday, the day before, I called the place early in the morning. I know the place personally because my grandma took me there a lot. The owner just said he hired someone, bro. Yo, Natty, how you doing? How you doing? Do you see my chat? You think you're busy? I see your chat here. If you're talking about somewhere else, I'm horrible at checking DMs. That's actually my bad. If you know me in person, ask anyone who knows me in person. I'm just bad at checking. Is this my favorite game? Oh, okay. Pokemon Platinum's probably, I hate to say this because Platinum's a GOAT, okay? But like my top 6 Pokemon games are very tight and close. Too tight. But my top 3 have got to be like Emerald's up there, Black and White's up there. I'd say Platinum's like 4th. Because Black and White, Emerald, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, those got to be up there. Platinum's either got to be 4 or 5. Because you also got Black 2, White 2 you got to worry about too. So that's probably my favorite games. Dude, frustrated Beneries, they will come for us. They are headhunters, bro. If you know, you've been here, you know that Beneries with frustration are a danger to society. How long have you been playing this game? Oh, dude. Since I was like... If you're talking about the Huzzlocke, like, what, 2 weeks now? But I've been playing this game my whole life. I'm thinking like 2000... These came out in 2008, right? That was 6, 7? 6, 7? Is that still a thing? I don't know. I should kill myself. But like, I've been playing this game since I was like a wee lad. And I always replay them all the time. I replay these games all the damn time. Because that's what Pokemon is. I know a lot of you like, you should do ROM hacks. You should start branching out. I'm like, dude, there's nothing like just doing a Pokemon playthrough. It's chill. It's relaxing. You can kind of do whatever you want, you know. I think you're a pro player. I don't know, man. Chat would disagree. Chat would disagree. I don't think I'm a pro player. I make some hilarious mistakes sometimes. I'm currently shiny hunting Dratini. This is Golden Moonlight. It's my first ever time shiny hunting. I haven't seen what shiny Mega Dragonite looks like. Ooh, but I heard it's cool. Please no spoilers. I won't spoil it. Dratini, hunting for Dratini and Fire Red Leaf Green is horrible. But, I'm sure in Legends Z8 it's a lot more fun. Yeah. Benery starts with 0 friendship. Yeah, it's like it and all the legendaries, right? It's kind of crazy company to be in. Legend has him when he came out the womb, he had a copy of Pokemon. This is true. Ask my parents, okay? A counterfeit copy of Pokemon Ruby. Always had one. Always did. There we go. Give that to Erica. Oranberry. We will give that to Usha. Can't remember how I used to do this. Whatever. We're gonna go in, bro. We're gonna go in. Is it hard to play? Because I'm thinking of playing it, but I'm a noob. Oh, these games are as hard as you want to make them. Right now, what I'm doing, I have so many self-imposed rules that, like, it actually is kind of hard. But you don't have to do that. Like, I don't allow myself to use items in battle. I put it on set mode, not switch mode, which basically means if you're in switch mode, when you kill the other trainer's Pokemon and they're switching out a new Pokemon, you can switch out before they do, right? Between each one. Set mode, you're not allowed to do that. So, I do that. I have level caps, you know. But when you're playing through for the first time, what I'll say, and a lot of people should take this advice if you're new to the older Pokemon games, is you do not have to grind as much as you think you do. In fact, you don't have to grind at all, really. Make your team, maybe make your team a little bit smaller. 4 to 5 team members instead of 6, right? You'll probably need an HM slave anyways. And don't be afraid to use items. They let you use potions. They let you use X items for a reason. Because they don't expect you to be at the level of the next trainer. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to use X items. They're really good. Don't be afraid to use potions. They're part of the game. Now, later on, you can start doing it. But for most people, I would suggest a lot of the ideas people have about these old games and grinding is because they're all just like thinking of Nuzlocke challenges. It's just not very, what do you call it? Not representative of what the game actually is. You know what I mean? All right, per ugly. Okay, we got to lock in here. Right, we have to switch. We got to get the stun spore off. I think that's the plan. Because that's fake out. Yep. Anyways. Maybe Return should come back as an exclusive. Yo, okay, never mind. We're locked in, bro. Yeah, definitely try it. It's fun. Maybe return should come back. Oh, dude, I think return would be a good comeback move for Lot Bunny. I don't like that return's gone, but I understand 102 base power move is kind of crazy, bro. Return and frustration were cut in Gen 8. It's a shame. I agree with Mitch. I agree. What's the lore behind X items? And in game, it only really scientist classes. I don't really know the lore behind X items. I'm gonna make a video on that. I actually like that. I'm gonna make it. Dude, Ashton's already worth her weight in gold. Intimidate on the per ugly. Come on. So yeah, that's there we go. Let's see here. Look at nose pass stats. I can do that. I can do that. Dude, the crit low-key pissed me off, but I'm gonna pretend like it didn't. Let's see here. Inoffensive, if you ask me. Its HP is low enough to where the defense doesn't really make me feel things. You know what I mean? There are quite a few moves that need to come back. But hidden power's gone too. Are you kidding? Get owned, Mars. Get owned, bro. Hypeboy defends Gen 5 like Pam Bondi does Trump. Cyrus is right. F this universe. Gets us to nothing wrong. Look. Look. You know what? Maybe. Gen 5. Look, I'm sorry, Otis. Black and White will always be my favorite games. I don't want to hear it. They could be bad. They could be objectively the worst games. They are my favorite. All-time favorites. They're the top. They're the top. Not Black and White 2. Black and White 1. That might be controversial. It's them and Emerald. It's got to be one of those two. And I will defend it like Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi. Okay? I am the Pam Bondi of Gen 5. Okay? I don't care what the truth is. I will die. I will die for Gen 5. I will go to prison for 10 years for Gen 5. Okay? I will look pretty for Gen 5. Okay? I'll make sure my makeup's right before I speak to the press. By the way, man, haven't you set up any customized logos on your Twitch TV, like a gaming logo? I have a little logo, like right here. I just have never really gotten around to it. I kind of want my face to be my logo, you know what I mean? Maybe that's very egotistical and narcissistic. I don't know. But that's kind of the goal, you know, just my face, you know. They see my face like, oh, that's Flyboy. You know what I mean? I'm shiny hunting in ZA since I have the shiny charm. Let's see how it goes. That's good. I think that'll be a lot less stressful than Dratini, like, fishing in Fire Red. Like, that's how you used to hunt them before. All hail Lysander. Facts. I actually agree with that, though. He has a logo already basically in the corner there. Yeah. Frustration as a move never made sense to me. It gets weaker than the nice yard of your Pokemon, so it encourages abuse. I think it's just, you know, so, like, so, like, certain Pokemon could piss you off in-game. Like, I don't think they're supposed to be actually, like, useful all the time. I think some moves are there to make the Buneri in Eternal Forest horrifying and to make Getsus scarier. You know what I mean? I did not watch Moxie Boosted video yet, no. Should I on Gen 3? Maybe I should. Is it Gen 3 OU or is it about Gen 3 Pokemon in Gen 9 OU? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, definitely send some. Twitch has a messenger, right? You could send some over, Natty. I'm probably just going to keep it as my face, if I'm going to be honest. You know? I feel like that's kind of my logo. But I'll see. Like, see what you've done, you know? Top of the Epstein. Dude, I'm top of the... Dude, if being a Gen 5 stan makes you a pedophile, then send me the Epstein Island, pal. Okay? Because I will die defending Gen 5. Okay? I will literally die defending Gen 5. I will put my life on the line to defend Gen 5 against slander, okay? Black and White ones specifically, because they get so much trash. As like people see eBay listings for Black and White 2, they're like, it's 150 bucks instead of 40. Why is it so much more than Black and White? It must be a better game. No, okay? I love Black and White 2, full respect. Black and White are the best game of all time, bro. Everyone, I got it. I see. No way! You already found it? Dude, new Pokemon's insane. You can just get a shiny like that. That's crazy. What? That's actually crazy. Let me go heal up real quick. Well, good job, bro. Golden Moonlight, you already got it. What if X items serve like experimental performance? Oh, yo! Serve like experimental performance enhancing drugs, hence why only scientists use them for testing. No, I like that. No, I like that. They're like drugs. They're like Chinese they're like the peptides that Clavicular be talking about. Peptides, bro. X items are like peptides. Thank you, Natty. Yeah, I got an IG too. I gotta check out my IG sometimes too. I'm really bad at that. Okay, it's VGC that he ranked them in. Okay, maybe I'll check it out. Not a big VGC guy, but maybe we'll check it out. Maybe we'll check it out. Against slander, you mean facts? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If you have opinion against the GOATs, Gen 5, that is negative, it's probably wrong. It's probably a lie, actually. I don't make the rules. That's just like how it is. Like, sorry. Black, white. See, black and white is pretty epic. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Otis. I will die on this hill. There's not a lot of hills worth dying on, but black and white being the GOATs of all time, that's one of them. That's a hill worth dying on. Oh, yeah. Fun fact, Flyboy. If you got a shiny in Z8, you can save your game. It will stay shiny, even if you failed to catch it. Really? Like, if you save in front of it, you can reset if you fail to catch it. Is that how it works? Dang it. Dude. Otis, I will die on this hill. You know this. You know this. Dude, I can't wait to play black and white with you guys. That's going to be so fun. Low-key, I might not even do a Huzzlocke. Like, maybe I'll do a Huzzlocke with items, but, like, dead ass, I just want to play the game and tell you guys how much I love it and glaze it to no end. It might have to be done. Although it is weird they sell drugs at a Pokemart. Yeah, you know, but you know. Regulations just haven't hit yet. Kanto's a very libertarian society, okay? The regulations just haven't hit yet. The video is an hour and 26 minutes. Holy crap. That's... When a video's that long, low-key, it depends on what time of day it is. If I'm at work, right, and I need something on in the background, perfect length. If I'm not at work, I'm watching at 1.5 times speed, if not 1.75. You know what I mean? Is that just me? Does anyone else do that? Like, you will set speeds on your videos depending on, like, your time preference in the moment? I don't know. Maybe that is normal. Now that I say it out loud, that's just kind of common sense. The GOAT is platinum and it's not close, but Emerald's a nice second. Look, they're both top 5. Emerald is a nice second. I agree. No, Emerald is a nice second to Pokemon Black and White. No, I agree, Otis. I agree. No, Pokemon Emerald is a close second, a very good second to Pokemon Black and White, of course, naturally. I agree. 100%, I agree with you. Spelled Cyrus wrong? Oh, because Getz is the best Pokemon villain? Look, I'm sorry, Otis. My videos don't lie. Getz is the best. He's like the best twice. Getz is the best like twice in a row. That's how good Getz is, bro. Just saying. Just saying. That dodge, though. Call me a charger because I just dodged that. Come on. I thought she'd turn the other way, bro. I only do that if I need to finish a video soon. I don't plan it beforehand. Okay, okay. So maybe it is just me. Sorry for flipping the screen like that. Moxie Boosted only ranked the fully evolved Pokemon competitively in VGC. That makes sense. I don't know how many like Eviolite Pokemon are even a thing anymore. Does fighting resist grass? I feel like it should. It doesn't. Okay, we're chilling. I'll send a clip of it on Discord. He looks... Oh, hold on. Here we go. Oh, yeah, you're a little Dratini, bro. Yeah, dude. Get it to Dragonite. Show us the Dratini, bro. Show us the Dratini, bro. Look, I don't know. Look, back in the day, I could tell you type charts. Nowadays, I'm just like... They're all gone, bro. They're all gone. Cyrus did shit on a universal level and tortured gods. Getsus was a bad dad. Ooh. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. See, Otis, look at this. See my cortisol levels? They didn't move. It didn't even move the needle, okay? My cortisol, low. All-time low, actually. All-time low cortisol right now. All-time low. We're not spiking our cortisol in 2026, okay? It's just not happening. Kyogre is a British whale? Yo, chill. Do not insult Kyogre like that, okay? Do not call him a British whale, dude. That is so mean. That is so mean. I'm just trolling. I'm trolling. All-time low, Dear Flyboy. Dude, all-time low? Good band, bro. Good band. We like some all-time low. Gets is called N, warped and defected. Yeah, he called him what is the freak without a human heart? Come on. That's aura. That's aura, dude. All right, let's get through this little thing. I think, ooh, Applejack should be good. Let's get through here without killing our binary, brah. Otis, you already freaking know. We are only no cortisol spikes, only spiking drinks. Reel it in, brother. Come on. Look, we may disagree on some things. We may disagree on Getsis, Cyrus, Generation 5. But we can all agree that 2026 is the year for spiked drinks, bro. All right. All right. Yeah, in the newer games, if you find the shiny and save... That's right. I don't get cut till after Gardenia. So I have to do double battle here. That's right. Oh, brother. Oh, and Getsis literally tried to kill you in BW2. He also tried to kill you in Black and White 1. People forget this. He didn't do the whole icicle thing, but he still was planning on killing you in Black and White 1. You know what I mean? It was just a little less obvious, I guess. Let's look at the stats of our Ponyta. What do we got here? Let's look at our Applejack. Attack is way higher than our special attack. All right, let's flame wheel this Pachirisu. Let's get the Pachirisu off the field, okay? I'm not dealing with paralysis. Please use Egg Bomb on the Pachirisu, you bastard. Brother. Take out the Pachirisu. Focus on the Pachirisu. Cheryl, lock in. You're selling. You're selling, by the way. Just letting you know, Cheryl, you're selling. Brother. No! No! No, 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 no! Why did I click a water type? Yo! No! Stop! Stop! Okay, never mind. Bruh. As a person, I think Getsis was worse, but what Cyrus was messing with was more dangerous. I don't know. Okay, yes. Technically. Okay. Yes, you're right. Destroying the universe is worse. But Getsis was just working with what he had. You know what I mean? He wasn't near the spear pillar. I know you could say, oh, if he wanted to, he should have. You know what I mean? But, like, still. You know what I mean? He was working with what he had. He was working with the tools he had. Maybe the stakes are lower. I don't think the stakes are purely what makes a villain a good villain. You know what I mean? Wrong? Or am I just defending an agenda? Oh, and Team Neo plasmid 9/11. Yeah, they're terrorists. Goats. Finally, Cheryl locked in after I got destroyed, bro. Trying isn't worse than succeeding, which Cyrus did. If Cyrus wanted the player dead, they'd be dead. I mean, he tried, though. You know what I mean? Like, he did try. Cyrus also tried, right? Isn't that what the whole distortion world was? Like, what else would a Pokemon battle be? Getsis was just more upfront about it. You know what I mean? Getsis is better than Cyrus, bro. And Getsis did... Look. Just saying. Getsis, right, didn't need a little sob story in Sunny Shore City. Okay? He didn't need a sob story about how he was sad and mistreated, okay? Getsis just evil. Because he is. Because he wants power. He was a loser, failed twice. It's okay. I'm letting it spike my cortisol. Otis is here just to spike my cortisol. I hope you all understand this, okay? It's rage bait. It can't be real. I'm going to believe that it's not real. He was a heartless and ruthless man. It's true. Both are Pokemon's best villains, but the threat levels are different. Yeah. I can see it. The stakes are different. The stakes are different. That is true. I sent the clip on Discord. I go by Umi Hoshi Gojiro. All right, let me check the Discord. Don't make me log in, Discord. Don't make me log in. Dude, what? Titles must include streamer's name. Bruh. Brother. Anything I should add? Hold on. I'm reading chat now. My first successful shiny hunt. Look at that Dratini. Come on. That thing's so cute, bro. Oh, look at it. Is Dratini not awesome? Is Dratini not one of the GOATs of all time? You get a W Dratini in the chat. Like, is that not one of the GOATs, bro? Yeah, it's just Libby manipulated a child because that's all he could do. Brother. The slander's insane. Actually insane. No, I agree with what you're saying. They're both still villains doing horrible things. Just, yeah, they are. Wait, is Oda saying Getsus is worse than Cyrus? I think so. Because he's actually right there. It's okay. It's not bothering me at all. It's not bothering me at all, dude. I get off Twitter arguing about Gen 1 to get onto my stream where I argue about Gen 5. It can't. This can't keep going. My cortisol, I'm going to blow up like a balloon. Okay, my cortisol, my face is going to get puffy. Who should I shiny hunt next? Next I was only going for my favorite dragon type to see what shiny Mega Dragonite looks like. Now I want to see who else I can go for. Give me suggestions. What's a good shiny? What's a good shiny? I don't even know what's in Legend CA, frankly. I mean, shiny, well, like a shiny Delphox. Are you able to hunt those? I don't know. I remember shiny Delphox being cool. It was like grayish black. Shiny Beedrill, dude. Beedrill to go. Barry B. Benson. Dude, if you can shiny hunt Beedrill, do it. Do it. That's the move. That is the move. What's the level cap for our beautiful Gardenia again? 22. Oh, we're chilling. We're chilling. These are Abras with hidden power. So we're chilling. Gets is literally anime Team Rocket evil picking on kids. Cyrus tortured gods. How is this debate? That is wild. That is wild. Look, if I frame it that... Look, you could frame it that way if you want. Getsus was this close to taking over Unova and therefore the world. He would have the dragon, okay? He would have the legendary dragon. He could command the entire world's armies with that kind of power. Maybe it's not universe level stakes, but it's not like... It's not Team Rocket and Ash. That's wild. Why am I letting this bother me? Shiny Gyarados. That's a good one. That's a good one. My last shiny was Altaria. That's... Dude. Thank you, chat. I was like running out of what good shinies were. No, shiny Altara is also goated. Dude, no, the shiny Beedrill from Let's Go is gone. Fake Kanto game anyways. Let's go, fake Kanto game. Give me Fire Red, Leaf Green now. Give it to me now. Give me Fire Red and Leaf Green. Okay, I don't want any of this other stuff. Just Fire Red, Leaf Green. The black and white anime was poorly written. I would agree. Isn't that kind of just kind of there? Definitely a low point for the anime. Cyrus is low-key a more compelling character. I feel like it's easier to if the game truly wanted to make a rich thematic conflict, though Volo's still top 1 in terms of Pokemon villains. So that's the thing, though, is like Cyrus... I love Cyrus, as you guys know. I glaze him in my video. But... You know, Getsus, his villainy, is just something else. And it's something like, honestly, if you want my opinion, it's something more real. Okay? Because, like, you can look at, like, I don't want to make this about worldly events, but you can look at Epstein Island. You can look at sort of how the world works, how power works. And it's like, these people don't have tragic backstories. I'm sorry, you can't tell me the Clintons, Trump, you can't tell me these people have tragic backstories. They just don't, okay? Some people are just evil, okay? The lust for power is a natural inclination of human nature. You know what I mean? Us being human in this fallen state, we want power. We want to control because we live in nature where there is no control. Where we can consolidate control, we want to. And so I find Getsus to be very real. Now, Cyrus is compelling. He has a tragic backstory. Same with Lysander. Honestly, I rank them so close together because they give me the same vibes. You know what I mean? But Getsus is just unique in that way. He's real. Like, it's legit. You know? Kids. Like, Epstein Island kids. Like, N being a child. I'm just saying, it's real. So, yeah, that's what I think. I'm excited. I'm excited to play Legends Arceus. I am. I've heard a lot of good stuff, so I'm excited to play it. Let's see here. Like, I've seen gameplay, and I've watched some clips, and I've seen stuff about Volo. Outside of Cool Hat, the glaze from Cool Hat, but I think it's warranted from what I've heard. We'll see, though. All right, let's get this hoe off our back, bro. Now, if we want to be technical in your favor, if Cyrus was to reset the universe, wouldn't it be instant? Technically, it would just be a blip. No one would feel it. Getsus was going to make the world feel his wrath. That's also true. Getsus, there was a desire for others to suffer, right? And he had suffering since a child. He psychologically tortured N from youth. There was something sinister about that. Uniquely sinister, in my opinion. Dude, we're back on the villainous. I like talking about villainous teams. I don't know. I just kind of like it, bro. Perhaps you can argue Getsus is too obviously evil, while Cyrus has a more mysterious aura. He does. I'm not saying Cyrus is bad at all. Cyrus is one of the greatest. Love him. Getsus does low-key feel more like a demon. The man is a monster through and through. That's what I'm saying, though. See, he's pure evil. Getsus' theme is built around two notes, G and C sharp, which is called the devil's music. Look. It's true, bro. Yeah, I did see Volo was Cynthia's ancestor, yeah. I'm playing both sides? Yeah, bro. Although you have to complete the Pokédex for the Volo boss. It's okay. It's okay. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Dude, completing the Pokédex. Not for the faint of heart, bro. Not for the faint of heart. A lot of grinding. A lot of random stuff. A lot of random stuff you gotta do. Especially in Emerald, dude. Emerald is something else, bro. I'm yawning. Ah! Bro, changing the universe is still worse than one planet. Doesn't matter how you frame it. Again, I already said that's stakes, okay? You can have a great villain with low stakes. Let's take... I was talking about the Scarlet Letter earlier. Chillingworth, right? Great villain. Great. Some would consider him a very sympathetic villain because his wife cheated on him. But he's a great villain. Stakes are super low. It only really affects Dimsdale. That's really the only person he even has a bone to pick with. But still a great villain. So in my opinion, stakes aren't everything. Stakes aren't everything. I mean, people glaze JoJo Part 4, right? What's the guy's name? Obviously, the stakes are lower in Part 4 than they are in Part 3. Dio, like... Dio has higher stakes, but I think people glaze Part 4's villain. Again, I'm talking out my ass because I haven't watched Part 4. It's like, even if the stakes are lower, you could like the villain more. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's what I think. That's what I think. Let's all agree Rose is amazing. Perfectly written, an aurable, perfect character. I'll give you aura. Something I hate to admit is the fat Albanian has aura. Okay? The fat Albanian with a gut has aura. I hate to admit it. But. Big butt. Candace Owens. Big butt. Brett Cooper. He's not that great. But it's fine. It's fine. He has aura. I am sleepy, dude. I am. It's been a long week. Otis is thinking more like what makes a villain dangerous versus what makes a villain. Sure, like, I think for Otis... I don't want to speak for him. This is Barrius on the Twitch chat, Otis. I think he just weighs things differently than I do. And that's fine. Like, the stakes, obviously, the scale of it is weighed more in his mind than the other things. And that's fine. I think that's perfectly fair. In my opinion, the stakes matter less, but that's a real thing. The stakes are lower for Getsus than they are for Cyrus. Cyrus is universe-altering stuff. You just can't beat that. Like, the only one who even gets close is what? No, he's the only one. He's the only one. Like, genuinely. Cyrus is the only one with stakes that high. Everything else is just around the Earth itself. Bro. Kira. You leave Kira out of your mouth. Look, I didn't say anything bad. The stakes are just lower. It's like a city, right? It just affects a city. I'm not insulting. I haven't watched part 4. It looked too homoerotic for me. But, like, I heard he's a good villain, regardless. So everyone who should I shiny hunt next? I think Beedrill would be goated. Barry B. Benson would be awesome. I know it's like green, but like I kind of like the green, bro. Dude. Stakes should be based on the conflict. If the conflict's not over the universe, then the stakes shouldn't be that high. Fair enough. I think like Cyrus is fine. I think it matches. It's fine. This is a very mythic region that deals with the creation of the universe. Like, that's what the lore is, you know, Palkia, Dialga. I think it works, you know, so it's fitting. Part 4 was epic for that. Switching world-based adventures for just a town, but giving it the same feeling regardless. See, Suika Club, thank you. And Barius, see, I'm not talking trash on part 4. I haven't watched it. I can't say anything, but, you know, the stakes being lower in part 4 does not make the villain worse. That's my point I was trying to make. But yeah. Dude, look, Barius, you can be the ultimate... Look, I'm a fence sitter when it comes to my personal life. Like, I will never take a side. Like, if my friends are arguing, I'll be like, in both their ears. I'm like, no, no, no. He's so wrong for that. And then the other person I'm telling, he's so wrong for that too. Why am I just looking at my bag, bro? Gets evil knows no bounds. Facts! This is the truth, okay? No stakes. Stakes are everything if I'm only going to kill one person. But I'm Getsus evil. But if I'm going to kill everyone everywhere, but I'm Flyboy evil, I'm terrifying even though Flyboy doesn't bully kids. What are we saying? No stakes are everything if I'm only going to kill one person. But I'm Getsus evil. Otis, you might have to rephrase that. I'm trying to understand what you're saying. But if I'm going to kill everyone everywhere, but I'm Flyboy evil, I'm terrifying even though Flyboy doesn't bully kids. Okay, I see what you're trying to say now. You're saying stakes are everything because if someone's truly evil, but they're only going to kill one person, they're not really a threat. But if someone's on my level of evil, which is like fairly evil, but not that evil, you know, but they're a threat to the whole universe. Okay, I see what you're saying now. That makes a little more sense. The way you think about it now, it makes a little bit more sense. I see what you're saying now. I like part 4's villain because it's realistic. It's a realistic serial killer. Well, not kids. Dude, Buniri, where's your hot sister at, dude? Where's Candace Owens at, though? Volo is also universal, but that's old Sinnoh's technically same stakes. Yeah. The stakes. Okay, I see what you mean now. But that's what I mean, Otis, is like, respectfully. From your perspective, that makes sense. I agree. I agree. And the stakes are higher for Cyrus. I guess just for me, it's more on like a storytelling level, personal level, where I weigh in the villain part. Maybe that's just where, you know, it comes to a head. I don't want to kill the Buniri. Quick attack shouldn't kill. And it used Endure anyways. We're chilling. We're chilling. Even if we got a crit here, it wouldn't matter. It would not matter. Perfect. Perfect. Get in the Pokeball. Ooh, Heal Ball? Heal Ball? Lysander has just good themes. No, Lysander... See, that's the thing about Lysander. Lower stakes, of course. I mean, lower stakes than Cyrus, of course. Higher stakes than most other villains in Pokemon. What makes him so compelling is completely different from Getsus. Almost completely different from Cyrus, but closer, you know. Closer. There's a sort of... Not theology, per se, but there's a reason they're doing things. Outside of lust for power. Yeah. Kira doesn't touch kids, I hope. Dude, he's a serial killer. I don't think it matters. Like, he's evil regardless. You know what I mean? He's a serial killer, right? Like, whether he touched kids or not, he's still evil. Like, that's like, your engine explodes, but also your tire blew out. It's like, obviously, there's a, like, yeah, your car's cooked regardless. You know what I mean? So, my respect for Kira would go out the window If he was a child molester, yeah, he's a serial killer, but that's besides the point. It's like, he's still horrible. But I don't know, maybe it is more unique because they are innocent. But he's killing innocent people, right? Whatever. Candace, get your sweet chocolate ass over here. Like that Kanye West gif on Instagram Reels. Dude. We got to do a Brett Cooper mon after this. Dude, Brett Cooper, whoever her husband is, I am so sorry. My condolences. Because she is getting clapped. What did Clav say? I don't know if you guys are in tune. But Clavicular is like this Flux Maxing guy. He went to like some sort of fashion show. Brett Cooper, married trad conservative girl, right, was there alone without her husband. And the fuck me eyes she was giving Clavicular, dude. Insane. Literally the stream before Clavicular met her, he was saying he'd give her a recessed butthole when he's done with her. I'm sorry to Brett Cooper's husband, but it might actually happen. I'm sorry. I mean, if I'm in Clav's shoes. Now, I don't condone premarital sex. I think it's wrong. But she got something back there. She's hauling some luggage. We'll put it that way. Anyways, that's ridiculous. We are getting Brett. Evie is in Heart Home City, so we're close to getting Brett Cooper back, bro. Maybe I should watch part 4. I should. I watched part 3 like 6 or 7 years ago. It's been a while. It's been a while. I was a big part 2 glazer, but part 3 was so good too. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein drew the line at racism? You know, that Epstein guy, he really pissed me off with the whole child thing. But the second he was racist, it's over. We're done. Okay. Now that's crossing a boundary that even I wouldn't step over. That's kind of funny. He murders a couple. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's already a murderer. Lysander tortures Pokemon, not gods, but still torture. Also, he tries to use a weapon of mass destruction. All hail Lysander. Lysander's goated. I agree. Imagine if Getsus won, it would be fascinating because he would change the region so much in a way that has a lasting effect. And it's like, let's be honest too. You think Getsus stops at Unova? I'm just saying. I don't know. That's all hypothetical, but you know, we're playing in Unova, so we're going to talk about Unova, right? Never marry the trad e-girl. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hell no. Oh, Mitch is saying hell no. In fact, he had a lot to say about non-Jews. Dude, facts. Dude, if you guys read the Epstein files, it is insane what he thinks about non-Jews. It's crazy. The things he said. Gentiles in abundance. Was that what he said? Gentiles in abundance. I'm like, dude, who uses Gentile? Or was it Goy? Who uses those words in 2026? But then it's like, it's not just him in the email. It's just everyone. I'm like, okay, is there a club that I'm not invited to? What the hell? Is there a club outside the island that I'm not invited to? Hold on, I gotta save my game because I gotta force my friendship upon this young, impressionable Buniri, of course. So, it takes forever to save. This is sped up, by the way. Man, that's something I do not miss about these games. You do not see what's on the screen. You do not see the Melon DS crap. You do not see that. I was referencing a tweet, Ryan. Nah, that's funny, though. Do you think he drew the line there? He's like, we love all young girls. Black, white, yellow, doesn't matter. Epstein's like, we're all humans here. It's like, okay, Epstein, you're still touching them. Well, okay, let's see here. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, it has Klutz. Dude, I forgot. We got really lucky with that effing Buniri last time. This one has Klutz, dude. I don't know if you guys know, but Buniri can either come in super handy or super useless, depending on the ability it gets. Klutz, it can't use items. So in a normal playthrough, you're cooked. Because who's doing Flame Orb strats in regular playthroughs? Or you get Cute Charm, which is goated in playthroughs. Oh, let me see here. Yeah, never marry the e-girl. If you don't condone premarital sex, then you'd hate me and my fiance. Look, again, it's your own life. I don't condone it, right? But I'm not gonna like browbeat people over it because not my place. Not my place. Some people think it's their place. It's like, okay, it's not. Like, I would suggest no. But you guys are getting married. So once you guys are married, it's okay. You guys are fine. And again, it's not my place, so it's all right. Conservatives are too liberal. Low-key, conservatives be kind of libtarded. Not gonna lie. In a fully respectful manner, I say that. But it's like, guys, we need to have socialism again, please. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. Let's freaking go. I'll get back into JoJo 2. I haven't watched anything other than 5. Anything after 5. I think 7's coming soon. Heard 7's amazing. Steel Ball Run. Heard that's a great season. We'll see. We will see, bro. It's like the Moist Critical meme. I dislike sexual assault as much as the next guy. But yeah, dude, Jeffrey Epstein's actually scum. Actually scum. I know I make jokes. He's got aura, but like, genuinely. Actual scum. It's like, he was like, whatever. Running a blackmail ring of my politicians. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I hate my politicians just as much as the next guy, but you can't blackmail them, okay? It's still my country. All right, let's get out. Let's blow this popsicle stand, huh? Yeah, Golden Moonlight. Show us Mega Dragonite when you get it. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. The Big Stein's never donated again after this. No, dude, you still got aura. Still give me money, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, still give me money, okay, please. But, you know, you have aura. I'll give you that much. The quarter zip, you look great in it, okay? You know, I came in with the sauce. Okay, but like, we can't be touching kids, dude. What the hell? Okay, we can't be blackmailing U.S. politicians with children, okay? That's like, you know how you have victimless crimes, right? That is like victim squared crime, okay? I doubt Epstein did anything to Jewish bro. Can someone check? Has there actually though? That's interesting. If so, that would be sus, dude. That'd be sus. Like, obviously from the emails, you can just tell he has a loyalty to his people. I'll put it that way. That'd be very interesting if, like, he drew a line at the kids not being Jewish. I didn't even think of that, but yeah. Next time you have sex, Otis, Flyboy's gonna show up in your window? Yeah. I'll be there. I mean, I'll be there in spirit, okay? You'll think about me. Next time you have sex, Otis, think about Flyboy. You have a watch fetish? Hey, I have a watching fetish, okay? So it works out, right? I like to watch. That's fun. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding! I'm kidding! I'm just kidding. But yeah, Otis, next time you have sex, think of me. That'd be awesome. I support fraternalism. It was a core of classic conservatism. Maybe you hate them because they've been blackmailed. No, actually, Mitch, that's a fair point. Maybe we hate politicians because they are. Well, they don't work for America. Obviously, we know why they don't work for America, because they're being blackmailed by foreign interests. But yeah. Fraternalism? Is that just like families? The spirit of brotherhood, community, mutual support. Dude, I'll tell you right now. If you have a brother, say you love him. Go tell him you love him right now. Like, it's just it's a cruel world. Let's put it that way. Just go tell him you love him. You have a brother? You have any family member, actually. Just go tell him you love him. Cruel world. You have a fiance. Tell her you love her. But yeah. Did you know that the CIA uses memes to desensitize public from crazy events such as Jeffrey Epstein and Charlie Kirk? Yeah, I could believe it. Guilty. It worked on me. I'm going to be honest. Like still. Like, that's the thing is, like, I still understand the weight, the gravity of it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was 10 minutes down the road. I was in the neighboring campus when Charlie was shot. But, you know, the Kirkify, all these memes, like, I engage in them guilty. I totally believe it. It makes sense. Because the internet really does run everything nowadays. If you look, like, the internet dictates so much of, like, more than we think. I think it dictates a lot more of the real world than we think. Because a lot of people are like, oh, it's just the internet. It's not real. But it's like everyone's wired in now. Everyone's wired in now. Did it really have to do that? That was so extra. Flyboy. If you want to shiny hunt in ZA, remember to save before doing anything. So in case you screw up, you can restart and still try again. It'll stay shiny. I like that. You get a second chance. It's like Jesus. It's like What's the Shine Down? Do they have a song called Second Chance? Is that it? I like that. By the way, when you list top viewers, mention Alex. To be honest, he should be up there even though he's not shown. Yeah, that pisses me off. That because he's 16, they're like, they don't allow him to be a top chatter. Dude, Alexander's in here. He's always wired in. Alexander's a goat. Straight up. All right, let's see. I'm trying not to use the speed up button as much. I'm trying to love the game for how it is. Ugh. Oh, hold on. I gotta add Candace Owens' big booty to my freaking team list. Boom. 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 Dude, this song... Does Sinnoh not have some of the greatest songs in all Pokemon? Straight up. This song, the Gym Leader theme, Cynthia's theme, Cyrus's theme, Team Galactic's theme, the routes, Mount Coronet, Dialga Palkia's, Garatina's theme. Oh. Don't even get me started. The Battle Frontier brain. I legit haven't missed... Yeah, Alexander's been here since day one. Alexander's a real one, okay? There's going to be levels to this, okay? When Flyboy explodes all over the place, you know, when he explodes all over everyone, like, there's going to be levels to this. You have the Fly Gang, and then you got the Grunts, okay? The Fly Gang's here, okay? We got the Fly Gang. The Fly Gang's already been established. Almost like you're playing the greatest Pokemon game. No, let me glaze Platinum. This doesn't have to be a competition. Just let me glaze Platinum, okay? Guilt-free. Without feeling like I'm cheating on my wife, Pokemon Black and White, okay? Dude, I just went to social media and there's a post about Epstein talking to a member of the Rothschilds and talking about hunting black people for sport, bruh. Yeah, see, that's, dude, Epstein, bruh. Yeah, this whole stuff, it's just like, it's crazy. Because things aren't as they seem. There's so much distrust with institutions already. This just blew up whatever goodwill was left for any of the institutions. It's actually crazy. Cynthia's theme is PTSD. Dude, facts. She's a scary trainer, I'll tell you that much. Almost like you're... No. Battle Frontier theme goes hard. That's what I'm saying. One of the greatest, bro. I need to plan out my days more often. Dude, Barius, I agree, dude. I'm with you. I need to plan out mine more. There was a stint when I was the most productive with this YouTube channel. So like a year ago. A year ago. I'm giving you advice from a year ago. But you guys know I was cranking out these videos twice a month. Get a notebook, physical notebook. Write down stuff you want to do on the day. I'll tell you what, that'll change things. No, dude, Barius, boom. You just texted what you just typed out what I just said. Maybe I need to write out on paper what I do every day. Write it out on paper. That's the way to do it. There's some sort of mental, physical connection with like your brain and writing things down that actually makes it stick. That's why when I take notes in class, I'm the only nerd in class with physical paper now. Everyone writes on their little iPad. I bring a notebook, spiral bound notebook with a pencil. Straight up pencil that you gotta sharpen. Flyboy legit my favorite Poketuber. Oh, sweet. You don't gotta glaze. You don't gotta glaze. It's okay. You don't gotta glaze. It's okay. But thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a lot, bro. Oh, I've seen you use the word black. Oh, dude, bro. He's going crazy. He's going sicko mode on it, bro. Yeah, yeah. So, you know. That's just... Isn't that our country now? Really? Ridiculous. Yeah, the apps aren't going to work, bro. The Big Steen said the N-word. Yeah. Well, cancel him. Hey, guys, can we cancel Big Steen, bro? The child molester. But here's the thing. What am I even going to say? That's a horrible way to start a conversation when you're talking to Epstein. But here's the thing. Like, no. There is no thing here. I'll say it again. The day Pokemon OST flops, the day Pokemon's truly lost. Facts, dude. I'm playing Scarlet Violet DLC, and I'm like, this music's actually good, and I hate to admit it. Maybe these games aren't that bad. All right. Yes, I'm speeding up the grinding. It's okay. Yeah, apps suck. They make it so complicated. I don't have a notes app, so I can't just write it down on a notes app. I would say even that wouldn't help as much as just writing. Pen and paper, dude. Pen and paper. There is something there. There's probably studies on it. I'm sure I can't pull them up. There is something unique and special about writing it down. Yeah, dude. What do we do? Oh, I thought it was Aquajet, bro. Epstein, yeah, Epstein secured a pass from Obama, bro. He secured it from Obama. What is even Gardenia's team again? Turtwig, Cherubi, Roserade. Yeah, we're just gonna use Applejack. Ashton's our backup. Ashton's our backup. Let's rock and roll, bro. Yeah. Google Calendars use. I agree. Honestly, can I say something? And this is kind of irrelevant to that specifically, because like it's not like Apple Calendars any better. I hate using Google Apps on my iPhone. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm like an aestheticist. Is that the word? Aestheticist? An aestheticist is a person devoted to the appreciation, pursuit, and creation of beauty above all other considerations. Maybe I'm an aestheticist. Aestheticist. Kind of like Lysander. But I like my apps to be beautiful, actually. I like my phone to be beautiful, actually. Like, sorry, a little too late for that safeguard, by the way. But I want my apps to look beautiful. Google apps look like buns, dude. They're so flat and ugly. It's like, I hate looking at them. So I use Apple Maps, even though it's worse. I use Apple everything, even though it's worse. Just because I can't stand the Google aesthetic, bro. Yeah, dude. Less Epstein, more Monkey Dory. Yeah, it's a lot of this stuff you just can't think too much about. I'm with, like, Mitch, it's horrible stuff. But the more you dwell on it, dude, it just becomes bleak. Because, like, you can't do anything about it. Like, straight up. Like, you can talk about it, but, like, the people in power are the only ones who can really do much. You know, is the justice system actually going to do its job? Probably not. Is the executive actually going to, like, you know, put people in jail? Probably not. And that's how it's always been. So, in my opinion, it's going to be like it's going to be a generational, like, decades-long thing we're going through right now. Should be fine. But yeah, now I got it. My mom, she writes in a notebook to vent out frustrations because life's pretty crazy. Now, that's the thing. I think there's just something about the pen, you know. So, yeah. Aestheticist. Hey, Candace Owen and Brett Cooper. They turned me into an aestheticist, bro. What's everyone's favorite Pokemon? I've said this. Flygon, Swampert, Camerupt, top 3. Very basic Hoenmons, but they're up there. Arcanine's up there. Tyranitar's up there. Zapdos is up there. Thundurus is up there. Zekrom's up there. What else? They're just goats, dude. There's in Pokemon, there's so many good ones. But here's what I'll say. Too many people get caught up in trying to be different with their Pokemon tastes. Look, Pokemon's the highest grossing franchise of all time. There's what, like 3 billion Pokemon fans out there? Your favorite, I don't care which Pokemon you pick. It's not just your favorite. So you're not special for liking Barraskewda. Okay? Like, you can like Charizard. It's okay. You can like Charizard. Okay? The Pokemon Company makes merch for Luxray. The Pokemon Company makes merch for your niche Pokemon. Okay? They're not niche. It's Pokemon. So you can embrace it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the... Just like Charizard. It's okay. I like Pidgey. Suicune Club. That's a go to Gen 1 mon, bro. I low-key don't respect Pidgeot at all. I have zero respect for him. But he is one of the OGs. He's one of the OGs, so there is a level of respect there. Haxorus is my favorite. I didn't like it much at first, but I used to just have an early dragon on my team and fell in love. Dude, Haxorus is a goat. Great shiny, great base design. I love the yellow. And nothing like a Dragon Dance user. You know what I mean? Nothing like a Dragon Dance user. Especially with Stab Dragon Claw. That's good, bro. Going back to X teams. When were they added in Pokemon? Or X items? Was it a thing since Gen 1? So it could be a Silph I think it was Gen 3 they added. No, they added X items in... Wait, what? Was it Gen 1? Yeah, Generations 1, yeah. So yeah, maybe it was a Silph thing. Maybe it was pushed by Silph. That's a good theory, actually. That was a good theory. I actually like that. Dude, I love how there was no fanfare for that gym leader battle. We've done this too many times. There was no fanfare. It's just like, yeah, par for the course. Every Pokemon has their fans. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Favorite Pokemon, either Scizor, Blastoise, or Torterra. I really like Turtles, but Scizor looks like a Mega Man character. Dude, facts. He does, bro. Do you remember Metal Man from Mega Man 2? That guy looks awesome. He kind of looks like Scizor, actually, now that you mention it. Scizor kind of has the Zero look to him, too. I love Mega Man X. That was more my game series than regular Mega Man. Classic. But yeah, dude, he kind of looks like Zero, too. Dude, good pulse. Blastoise is a goat. Blastoise is a goat. Torterra is great, too. Yeah, good select. See, starters. Your favorite Pokemon can be a starter. It's okay. You know? None of us are special enough to have a favorite Pokemon that's not a starter, you know what I mean? I've never used Pidgeot once. I can't, dude, I think I keep pushing it off. I think every time I do a Gen 1, 2 playthrough, I'm like, but Pidgey's too basic. Where it almost feedback loops into me not picking it ever, which makes it a niche mon that I should use in my next playthrough. I'm going to do that. Next time, I have to do one more playthrough to get the last legendary dog in my Fire Red copy to finish my national dex. I think I'll use Pidgeot. Because I don't think I've used him since I was a kid. Low-key. And perhaps that supports Team Rocket's trafficking, maybe giving X items as a bonus. Hey. Yeah, maybe. I gotta look into X items. There's something cool there. I'm sure they didn't really think too much about it because it's just it's Pokemon. But like still, could be something cool going on underneath the surface. Let's get Turtwig out. So next we have a scarier battle against that Stunkisk. Who's not gonna really be useful? I think Usha or Candace is all right. Like we can kind of use Candace as like our battering ram. Klutz, she's gonna lose a lot of value late game. So Bro, I haven't thought about that game in forever. Oh, Mega Man? Yeah, dude, Mega Man. Low-key sad what they did to that series. Because it's great. Even the later Mega Man X games, I know people hate on X6 and X7, but like people hate on X6 and 7. People hate on them, but you know, they're releasing Mega Man X games like every year, dude. So like I give them a pass. Mega Man 0 is also goated series. I feel like it's easier to like a starter. They're literally with you the whole time. Yeah, exactly. People who don't have a favorite starter, like a starter as their favorite, it's like, okay, you're just lying. It's been there since day one. He's one of your homies. You're just going to turn on one of your homies like that? Yeah, W Pidgey. Yeah, we'll use him, bro. He is special. Pidgey is like your first Pokemon, you know, that you catch. Yeah, there's levels to this, you know what I mean? I mean, for me, it was technically like, what, Poochyena or Zigzagoon or something like that. But if you play Gen 1 first, that's your first encounter. That's your first. Shiny Mega Dragonite. It looks amazing. I'm about to send a clip on Discord right now. Let us know when you send it, dude. Shiny Mega Dragonite. Is it still green like a regular Dragonite? I wonder what they're doing. Maybe they make it blue. That'd be cool. I don't know what it looks like either. Dude, Mega Man Battle Network. Bro. Yo, Battle Network, bro. Dude, they were cooking in the 2000s. You had Mega Man X, 0, Battle Network coming out all at the same time. And then they had the PSP remakes of Mega Man X and Mega Man 1. Dude. Bro, they were cooking, dude. Mega Man X, still one of my favorite games. And when it came out on the 3DS, I was ecstatic. Remember when they released it on Virtual Console for the new 3DS? I was ecstatic. And I played it all the time already on emulator, you know, on my PC. But then when I was finally able to play it on my 3DS, I know you could have emulated it on your 3DS anyways. I already hacked my 3DS, but it didn't feel the same. When I finally got on Virtual Console, it felt awesome. I was like, I finally got to buy Mega Man X. You know what I mean? So anyways, it was fun playing it on the go. Playing Mega Man X on your 3DS, new 3DS, was such a good vibe. It's such a fun game to play. The first one, like, full respect to the other X games, especially X4, but X1 is just the perfect game. Like, it is such a good game. So, yeah. Being able to play it everywhere was so awesome. I think it's fun when gym leaders and Elite Four have Pokemon that don't go with their specialty. I think it adds to their personality. Yeah, I love Flint. I know Flint gets so much flame. He catches so much flack for his team in Platinum. But he gets flamed for it. But it's like, I kind of like that he has coverage. You know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, it's not real coverage, but it's okay. Drifbloom's cool. Drifbloom's a hot air balloon. Like, do people not get it? Hot air. Fire. Whatever. Lopunny's hot. Get it? Steelix lives underground where it gets hot. Mountains, volcanoes. Get it? I'm just kidding. That's a stretch. That last one's a stretch. But the other two. My favorite members of Team Plasma are the Shadow Triad. Yeah, dude, awesome. They have so much aura. I wonder how Getsus saved their lives and made them that loyal. So that's the thing, too, is like, they're smart enough that they know he's kind of evil, he's sinister, but they're loyal. They're diehards, you know? He did so, obviously he saved them in some regard. But that's aura for both of them. Like, imagine being so devoted to someone, you look past all their flaws in that way. I know it's bad. The Shadow Triad, like, obviously, Getsus is evil. But then Getsus, to be so auraful, he can have a group of people that do that for him. It's crazy. Bruno having 2 Onyxes, that is just a crime. Because Onyx sucks. Yeah. I still love official release for my virtual favorite games with the options there. No, that's what I mean. Suicune Club, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I know people are like, you're just a pay pig. You're a little slut. You'll give your money to Nintendo. And it's like, dude, I haven't given Pokemon a dime for a video game since 2016. It has been 10 years. That's almost half my life. I haven't given them a dime for a video game. I'm allowed to vote with my wallet the other way too. Because if they release Fire Red Leaf Green, that's the best game they've released since, I don't know, Black and White 2. So, like, I'm going to encourage that and support that. The multi-million-dollar company doesn't need your... I know they don't. I pirate games. I pirate GBA. I pirate things, but you should support stuff that's good. And I think Fire Red Leaf Green are good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Could save be literal, as in they were going to die? Could save mean that Getsus gave them purpose? And that's what I love about old Pokemon, you know? And new Pokemon probably is the same thing. There's a little mystery there. But, like, there's just... there's mystique. There's mystery. They don't tell the whole story, so you can come up with these things. Like I said, Giovanni being a, like, member of Team Rocket, but also in the Pokemon League, that's like that's mystique. That's cool. Dude, I'm not making the mistake again. Jump kick? Dude. Foresight jump kick, bro. It will come in use. It will. I like Roar. I don't like Tackle. But it is coverage. But Bite's just better. Tackle sucks. Alright, let me heal up. Ooh, Whirlwind. I like that. I like that more than Endeavor. Okay. Alright. Jupiter. Scary. Scary team. Isn't there a Pokédex entry about some onyxes living so close to Earth's molten core that they become black and hard as diamond? Game Freak needs to make that. No, that'd be cool. I also read somewhere over time they like soften, like their edges soften over time because like erosion and stuff. Really cool Pokemon. Onyx is a cool Pokemon. I just wish it had better stats. Like, I know why it has bad stats because it's an early game boss, but like still. They should update that. 100% if Game Freak ever did an OG style new game and some form of another, even 2.5D style, I'd be so happy. For facts. Even if it's just I don't have to like it, but Pokemon, there needs to be some sort of, we just can't keep doing this. Like, I was playing the DLC and a lot of it was just going back and forth over this Roblox ass terrain. I'm like, we can't, like, we need to change something up. Something's got to change. Something's got to give, you know? So, remember the theory that ends a Zoroark? I've heard that theory. I know, like, Zoroark, like, pretends to be N for a bit. But isn't that his Zoroark? Like, I get the theory, but I think in some cases that theory might undermine some of the story elements and the personal elements of N and Ghetsis' relationship. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me being a little picky about it. Ooh, maybe we should get Usha on this team. How did we beat Skunk Tank last time? Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried. I think we can just sort of throw Erica and Candace. No, Candace can't use items, so that's... Dude, that's such a waste. Maybe we'll... Yeah, we'll just go for it. Maybe I should prepare more. But you know what? I've done this before. I can get back here if I really need to. Know what I mean? There's also a Pokédex entry about ancient Magikarps being stronger than modern Magikarps. Dude, Alex Jones was right. They're making the Magikarps gay. They're making the Magikarps gay. I saw the rounded Onyx tweet too. Yeah, dude. Facts. Google Demon Core. Oh, I've heard of that. That's a little uranium thing, right? Little ball of uranium. Oh, plutonium. It was involved in 2 fatal radiation accidents when scientists tested it as a fissile core in an early atomic bomb. Wow. Dude, nuclear bombs are scary, dude. Oh, yeah, you're right. I was just asking if you remembered because it used to be everywhere. No, dude. It was everywhere. I remember it. I remember it. Game Freak wants to spend another 10 mil on a game. They need to minimize the scope in some aspect. It's going to be good and cheap. Now, that's the thing. I said this in my limitations video. It's like, you're not a AAA game. You've never been. You've always been a Game Boy/DS game. Embrace it. You know, stop trying to stretch yourself thin with all this crap. You know, vast open... Oh, you bastard. Like, suck my ass, dude. Smokescreen, are we dead ass right now? And you missed the spark? Like, seriously? Dude, what the hell? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, guys. Frick favorite Pokemon. Yes, I censored myself. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be? No one say slacking for me. No one say it. Okay? Oh, if you miss this spark again, I'm gonna crash out. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Okay. Don't say slacking, bro. Terapagos, Otis Lamar. W Turtle. How insolent? Frick you. I'm playing with fire because a crit ends my career here. Come on, just get the para, bro. Bro. I don't know. Maybe still Haxorus or maybe Kyurem. Dude, W pulls. Don't say slacking for me, bro. I'd be Pidgey W Suicune Club. We love that. We love the Pidgey. We love the Pidgey, bro. Okay, Candace, let's see what you got. I didn't give you return, did I? I didn't. It's got frustration still. Frick. I did not come prepared. What am I doing, dude? I don't even know what I'm doing. Use smoke screen. Use poison gas or something. Stop using Night Slash, dude. One of these days is going to get a crit and it's going to kill freaking one of my Pokemon. At this point, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it. Like... Damn it! Dude, holy shit! And I still don't have effing return on my stupid effing Lopunny. I'm done. All right, that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Flyboy, you'd be a Flutter main? I'll take Luxray, though. Thank you, Alex. I'll take the Luxray. Cause I sent the clip on Discord. He looks amazing. Let's see it. Let me see something that'll actually make me not want to blow my head off. We're back at square one, I guess. Heracross still kills us. Yo, it's blue! Brilliant. That looks awesome. Yo, Mega Dragonite grew on me, low-key. That's a cute-looking Pokemon. Okay. Flyboy's Trubbish or Ditto. Cheeky. Lore accurate Ditto. Berries, that's a good one. I like that pull. Dude, Flyboy's Growlithe coded? I like that. I'll take Growlithe. I'll take it. I just like mentioning Fluttermane to tease you. I know, Alex. I know you. I know, Alex. We love Alex, bro. I'm done. I'm done, by the way. That's going to be it for me, guys. I know it's a little early. I know it's like 5 minutes early, 10 minutes early. But I'm crashing out. We might need to use another Hear Me Out clause on a different flying type. Because this is ridiculous. Loki Drampa. I'm loving this. Is this just to like... It's okay. It's okay. The Flyboy show right now is just... What Pokemon's Flyboy? Guys are like, I don't know. Grimer. Mr. Mime. What's the fattest, ugliest It's okay. I love you guys. Murkrow? Dude. Yo, Barrius? Let's see. I like the Ditto pull. That's cool. Odes with the Terrapagos pull. Dude, the Pidgey pull for Suicune Club. Love that. Haxorus is badass. Honestly, I like the Growlithe. Growlithe is a nice Pokemon. I'll take it. I know in my heart of hearts I wish I was Flygon, but I am not Flygon, so... yeah. Ashton, we're losing Ashton's actually criminal. So. Flygang is just a pack of Flygons? Yes. And a Fluttermane. Yeah, one Fluttermane we keep around just because he's like he's the kid of the group. He's our communal kid. Yeah, Golden Moonlight W, dude. That's crazy. I know, that's crazy. I was surprised you actually got it. Not just in the stream. You got it like 5 minutes within the stream starting. With you starting it. It was crazy. Anyways. I love you guys. That's going to be it for me. I am so done. I am so done. I am so done. Holy crap, dude. Losing Ashton is actually heartbreaking. Because now we're kind of back in square one, low-key. Like, we are just slowly approaching our impending doom. A.K.A. Heracross. We got lucky once. But we can't rely on luck all the time. But W stream, guys. Yeah, got to get Flyboy some Flygon goggles and like a scarf, something kind of fruity but cool, dude. Let's do it. Little Flygon, dude. We look dope. We look dope, okay? Love it. W stream. Hype this. Yes. While you guys are here, make sure to hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. And make sure when the VOD comes out, to comment on the VOD and to hype the VOD. Hype the VOD. And hype my other videos too, I guess, if that's a thing. But as per tradition, dude, I could watch the Huzzlocke forever, dude. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge. We'll get through it though. We'll get through it. I'd like to shout out my top fans of the stream today, the super fans. Top 5 of the stream, as per tradition. We got Barry's the Greatest, Otis Lamar, Mr. Cool Hat, Sweetcoon Club, Golden Moonlight. You know, there's only 8. I'll shout out everyone. Angry Dad Gamer, Kieran the Frozen, and Mitch Ryan. And I don't know why I didn't show, but Golden Moonlight, Kieran, and you know what? Shout out to everyone who chatted. And Alexander. Just shout out to everyone who chatted. I love these streams because we got you guys in here. It's awesome. And special shout out to our super chatters for the day, Barry's the Greatest, and Benjamin Netanyahu. Super big shout out to them. Everything helps support the channel. Love you guys. Has anyone made a goth team? I don't know. I could go hard, actually. Gothatel has to be in there, right? Yeah, shout out to Alex, bro. Yo, shout out. Love you guys. Always remember, Jesus Christ is king, okay? He is, remember that. Even when times are tough, life can suck, but Christ is king. I'm Flyboy, and until next time, peace, guys.